This is actually a lot heavier than I was expecting. How heavy do you think the jack is?
I think it's like 25, 30 pounds.
Yeah, probably. The tent's only like 15, which is the crazy part. This bag has suddenly gotten way heavier on my traps than I was expecting. It's cutting into the shoulder part of my traps. We're only about 20 to 30 foot away. Alrighty, so I think this is the spot that I'm going to put the tent. Need to do a little bit of clearing because there's some sticks and stuff like that, but I think this is going to be a plenty big enough area for this tent that is 8 foot by 10 foot. Alright, so you can't see it too well on the time lapse, but I got a tent up. I need to put the cover up, but I don't think I'm going to film that because you can barely see it. But I need to get my sleeping bag in here, and I brought this roll to sleep on top of because that'll make it a lot easier to not get hit by the ground and stuff. But I need to get my backpack and stuff in here and start a fire because it's getting pretty late. Alrighty, I got the tent cover on. That way it'll trap a lot more heat in here. I had to get the help of Jackson. Sorry, the light's a little bit bright because I could not figure out which side was the front. Although it does have this little thing that I could have told the entire time. But I'm gonna make a fire now because it's getting really dark out here. All right, so I made a fire ring. I got some bark that's pretty dry. It rained the other day, but it seems to have dried out. So I'm gonna start this fire real quick. Let's take these bark, make a little bit of a teepee. That way we get some good fire. Let's see if I can get these matches to start. Don't know how old they are. Oh, I got a little bit. Got the fire started. I'm gonna add some sticks around it. Try not to get too much smoke in my lungs. Alrighty. It took quite a while, but I finally got a fire started. And I think I hear some coyotes out here, but I'm not sure. It's funny, the flame looks like it's got like beams of light coming off of it that way and that way. Alrighty, the last people who are down here are leaving. I'm finally all alone. Got a good fire going. I collected a bunch of firewood. I've been chopping it up with this machete. I'm using a lot of cedar because the cedar is really dry and it burns really well. So I'm gonna keep doing that and get a big load of firewood ready so I don't have to go out in the middle of the night and collect firewood. So I brought this little lantern thing, but I was worried it was gonna open because if it opens up like that, it turns on, as you can see. So 2 rubber bands put around it, and it's a quick life hack. That way your lantern won't die in your bag before you even get to use it. All right, I'm gonna set up my sleeping situation real quick. Alrighty, I got my little cast iron pot on the fan. I'm gonna make some hot water so I can make some hot chocolate because it's getting cold and I think some hot chocolate would go really well right now. So I'm gonna do that now. All right, so the water is basically already boiling. I'm making sure this handle doesn't get too hot because I didn't bring a hot pad or anything like that, but I got some hot chocolate in here. I'm gonna make some hot chocolate. All right, I'm gonna try pouring it now and seeing if I can do this with one hand. I gotta turn the flash on so you can see the hot chocolate though. All right, here we go. Let's see. Handle's not too hot, thankfully. Try not to put anything on my leg. Got the hot chocolate here. Looks like we're gonna need to put a little bit more in there. This is quite a large cup though, so I got some more water here though. All right, so I might head in soon until this fire burns down. I don't know why this shot looks crazy. You can only see my face. There's like tons of woods behind me in my tent, but you can't even see that. But it's been a long day. It's only like 7 o'clock now, but I've almost been up for 12 hours. It's Thanksgiving today, so I decided to eat a big dinner. So I'm not even going to eat anything out here because I've already eaten dinner. Tomorrow, though, I've got a special thing. I made the Outdoor Boys. I watched a tutorial on how he makes his flatbread slash no rise bread, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And I made some of that in a bag, and I brought some honey butter. So I'm excited to try that, but that'll be tomorrow morning after I wake up. So I'm going to wait until this fire burns down a little bit, and then I think I'm going to head in to go to bed. It's funny, I was sitting on the ground right here because I didn't bring a chair or anything, and I had this leg on top of this leg, and this leg fell asleep. It feels kind of weird walking on a leg that's asleep. It feels like it's like not even there. It's weird, but fire's almost out, so I think I'm going to head in soon. I must take all the stuff from the outside and push it towards the middle so it doesn't spread out in the area. I'm not too worried about fire spreading tonight because all these leaves are extremely wet and it was very difficult to put this fire up. So I think we should be good. Also, shout out to Jackson, my brother, because he helped me start this fire. And he helped by allowing me to use his Jackery so I can charge my camera and my phone while I'm out here. Because my phone and camera die pretty quickly. So if I want to film anything tomorrow, I need to charge them overnight. So thank you for him doing that. All right, so my dad, who's just driving away, you can probably see, he brought me a big load of firewood. Hold on, let me turn on the flat. He brought me a big load of firewood, of this super dry firewood. So I think I'm actually going to enjoy this fire a little bit longer because I was not staying out here because I'm trying to keep this firewood. But now that I have all this, I'm going to enjoy this fire until probably about 8 o'clock maybe. Alrighty, I'm in bed now. It's actually quite warm inside this sleeping bag and my quilt on top of me. I got the light over here. So I'm going to go to sleep now. I will see you guys tomorrow so I can make some bread. Alrighty. It's about 5 o'clock right now. I'm going to get up, make a fire because it's very cold. It's like 24 degrees right now, I think, or something like that. I'll pop up a picture on the screen so that you can see how cold it is. But to be honest, I slept a lot better than I was expecting. So my feet got a little bit cold, but not too bad. So I need a fire though because it's cold. Alrighty, took me quite a while, but finally got a nice fire going. I'm warming up now. You see my boots are like defrosting. It was really cold, but my hands are starting to warm up too. Starting to actually get kind of nice out here. Still pretty dark outside, but the sun comes up in like 2 hours, an hour and a half, something like that. And I'm gonna make some bread by that time, I think. So I'll see you in the next clip. It's crazy. This fire got so hot that this chair is actually too close to the fire and started burning my legs a little bit, so I'm standing back a little bit. Alright, I just checked the weather. It looks like it's supposed to drop down a few more degrees in the next hour or so. And then I think the sun will come up and it'll start to warm up, but I can start to see light over the horizon, so I think the sun is coming up soon. This fire is going really well, actually, and keeping me really warm, so I'm actually kind of enjoying it out here now. It was a bit cold earlier, but it's kind of nice, actually. As you can see, the light is starting to come up. It's starting to feel a little bit warmer, but it's actually getting colder. So maybe it's just because I'm beside this fire. I got it going pretty, whoa. Guess it's camera shy. Alrighty, I flattened out the fire a little bit so that I can put a pan on this easier. So I think I'm going to make some bread with some honey butter. So I'm excited to try it. But I got a cast iron pan that I think I'm going to use because that'll make it a lot easier than just throwing it on the fire like the Outdoor Boys does. But I'm going to do that now. I think my honey and butter literally froze. As you can see, it's not like moving at all. So I'm gonna set it near the fire, probably like right here, not too close. That way it'll defrost and melt, hopefully. Also, this stuff like doubled in size overnight. It's pretty cool, actually. So, I got my pan heating up. I didn't bring any oil. Might need some oil, but I'm sure it'll be fine without it. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in there because it's getting some ash in there because it's getting dirty. So, I think I might make some hot chocolate too. Alrighty, fresh bread. I'm gonna try it, and then once this honey butter's melted a little bit more, I'm gonna put some of that on there. So, let me try it. That's actually really good. Tastes a little bit more sourdoughy than I was expecting. Might be because of how much yeast I put in it. I think in the future, I put less yeast and probably more salt. But that's actually pretty good. Might need to cook it a little bit longer though. A little bit chewy in the middle. Alright, so I tried to make another one and it burned and kind of stuck to the pan really bad. So I'm going to try the other method he recommends, which is wrapping it around the end of a stick and roasting it kind of like a hot dog. So I'm going to try that now. That looks pretty cool actually. So I'm hoping it won't be too hard to get off the stick though, because I don't want to have it stuck on here. I think I might need to spread it out a little bit more because he said that you want to see the stick in between the bread. So I'm going to do that now. Alrighty, I cooked it on a stick. Turned out pretty good. And I got the honey butter finally melted, as you can see. I'm gonna need to film on this camera to try it though, so let me do that. Alrighty, let's try this bread. Take off a piece. It's like a snake. Guess I could just dip it in here. Oh wow, that's really good. Here, let me try this. I got some on a spoon here. I don't understand why he likes it so much. It's weirdly how good the butter and honey like mix together. I would expect the consistencies to be different, but they are pretty similar, I guess. That's good. Really good. I gotta say, it's a lot easier eating it like this than having it in a pan or something like that. Because you can just rip a piece off, put some honey on it, and it's just stuck the stick that I had it on in the ground, and it doesn't even move. So it's actually kind of nice. Looks like the sun's finally coming over the horizon. I think I'm gonna start packing up because it's getting a little bit late in the morning. And I gotta go somewhere at 9, so about 7:30, something like that. I'm just gonna let this fire die down for now, though. I don't want to keep adding firewood because I'm not gonna be here to take care of it. Alrighty, I got everything packed up. I'm ready to go. I need to get a few of those water bottles over there and pour them on here. But just a reminder, if you're doing this on somebody else's land or public land, that you should completely put all this out, probably put some dirt on top of it. If I was on public land or something, I'd take all these rocks, spread them back out to where I found them. But I'm on my own land right now because I'm doing like a practice trial for this. So just make sure you leave no trace. But I don't really need to do that right now because I'm on my own property. So I'm gonna head up now. So if I do decide to do this again, I think some things I would change is I'd probably get a smaller tent because the tent I got is an 8-person tent, which is like way too big. It's really hard to stay warm in a really big tent. And I'd probably get some better fire starting materials, like maybe like some of those little fire starters that they have that like made out of like special materials. I'd probably get warmer clothes. Probably should get some like wool or something. Definitely wool socks. That's the biggest problem I had last night. Was my feet got pretty cold. Even though I had 3 pairs of socks on and my pants over top of the socks. But I think that might be the only thing that would mostly change is just keep my feet warm. Other than that, it wasn't that bad. It was pretty nice, actually. Especially in the morning, it was very peaceful out here. You can hear like a lot of animals rustling around. A lot of just the wind rustling through the trees. Sounds pretty cool, actually. So I'm going to head home now, though.